rain was pouring hard when the truck driver saw them, a man, a woman, and a little child walking on the highway. He almost drove past, but something made him stop. If real-life emotional stories touch your heart, like the video and subscribe to Inspiration Stories Box. The rain hammered the highway like it wanted to wash the world clean. Windshield wipers moved fast, barely keeping up, as Daniel, a long-haul truck driver, tightened his grip on the steering wheel. He had driven this route hundreds of times. Lonely roads, sleepless nights, and endless rain were nothing new. But then he saw them. Through the blur of rain and headlights, 3 figures appeared on the shoulder of the road. A man holding a small boy close to his chest, a woman walking beside them, soaked, exhausted, her scarf barely shielding her face from the cold wind. They were walking, not hitchhiking, not waving, just walking, slowly, silently, like they had nowhere else to go. Daniel's foot hovered over the brake. "Someone else will stop," he told himself. "It's dangerous. It's raining. I'm already late." He passed them. 10 seconds later, his chest tightened. He glanced into the side mirror. The little boy slipped. The man caught him just in time, but the child began to cry, a soft, helpless sound swallowed by the storm. Daniel swore under his breath. He slowed, pulled over, turned on his hazard lights. The family froze, fear flashing across their faces as the massive truck stopped ahead of them. Daniel stepped out into the rain, his jacket instantly drenched. "Hey," he called gently, "you okay?" The man hesitated, then nodded slowly. We're fine, thank you." Daniel looked closer. The man's shoes were torn. The woman was shivering violently. The boy's lips were slightly blue. "You don't look fine," Daniel said softly. "Where are you headed?" The woman answered this time, her voice shaking. "Anywhere warm." Daniel felt a punch in his gut. "What happened?" he asked. Michael swallowed hard. "Lost my job, rent piled up. We were evicted this morning. Our bus money, it went to food for him." He looked down at the child. "We thought we could walk to the next town." Daniel stared at the endless stretch of dark road ahead. "That's 12 miles, he said quietly. The woman's eyes filled with tears, but she forced a smile. "We'll make it." Daniel didn't hesitate anymore. "Get in the truck," he said. "All of you." The man stepped back. "Sir, we don't want trouble." Daniel opened the passenger door wide. "You won't get any, I promise." After a moment, they climbed in. The heater blasted warm air. The boy stopped crying almost instantly. Daniel handed the child a chocolate bar from his glove compartment. "Emergency supplies," he said with a wink. The boy smiled, and something deep inside Daniel cracked open. As the truck rolled forward, the rain seemed quieter inside the cab. "I'm Daniel, truck driver. Been on the road 20 years. "I'm Michael. This is my wife, Sarah, and our son, Eli." Daniel nodded. "You don't look like people who gave up." Michael stared out the window. "We haven't. We're just tired." Sarah spoke softly. "Eli's been sick. Hospital bills came fast. I stopped sleeping. Michael stopped eating." Daniel listened, really listened. He remembered his own past, sleeping in his truck after a divorce, skipping meals, wondering if anyone would notice if he disappeared. "Where are you staying tonight?" Daniel asked. Michael hesitated. "We don't know." Daniel took a deep breath. "You do now." He turned the wheel toward the nearest town. That night, Daniel paid for a modest motel room, warm beds, hot showers, clean towels. Sarah cried when she saw the room. "You don't have to do this," she whispered. Daniel shook his head. "I get to." The next morning, Daniel brought breakfast. Then something unexpected happened. Michael mentioned he used to be a mechanic. Daniel's eyes lit up. "I know someone." By noon, Michael had a temporary job at a local garage. By evening, the owner offered him a full-time position. 2 weeks later, Sarah found work at a nearby bakery. Eli started school. Months passed. One afternoon, Daniel received a letter. Inside was a photo: Michael in a mechanic's uniform, Sarah holding a bakery apron, Eli smiling with missing teeth. The note read, "You didn't just stop your truck that night. You stopped our lives from falling apart. Because of you, my son believes in good people." Daniel sat quietly in his cab, eyes wet. A year later, Daniel attended Eli's birthday party. The boy ran up to him and hugged his legs. "You're my rain hero," Eli said proudly. Daniel laughed, his heart full. Sometimes changing a life doesn't require money or power. Sometimes it only requires stopping when others keep driving. If this story touched your heart, please like, share, and subscribe to Inspiration Stories Box. Your support helps us spread stories of kindness, hope, and humanity.